Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Feel the life flowing through you. Now, ask yourself, why are you here? What is the real purpose of your existence? Most of us wake up every morning, rush through the day, chasing goals, checking off tasks, caught in a whirlwind of responsibilities. But deep down, there's a quiet voice that whispers, is this all there is? We live in a world where success is measured by how much we achieve, how much we own, how high we climb. Society tells us that happiness is found in wealth, in status, in recognition. But if that were true, why do so many people who have everything still feel empty? Why do the richest, most famous, most powerful people sometimes struggle with depression, addiction, and even a loss of meaning? Because life's real purpose isn't found out there, it's found in here, within you. Your purpose is not a destination. It's not something you achieve one day when you have the perfect job, the perfect relationship, or the perfect body. Your purpose is something far deeper. It is to awaken, to become fully alive in this moment, to break free from the illusions that keep you trapped in fear, doubt, and suffering. Think about a child. A child doesn't wake up wondering, what's my purpose? They don't need a reason to laugh, to run, to explore, to love. They are fully present, fully engaged with life. But as we grow, we are taught to forget that. We are conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to external things. We trade wonder for worry, joy for stress, presence for distraction, and that is why so many of us feel lost. But here's the truth. You are not here to become something. You are here to remember who you truly are. You are not your job, your failures, your past, or your fears. You are something far greater. Pure consciousness, limitless potential, a spark of the divine experiencing itself in human form. Every challenge you face, every setback, every heartbreak is not here to break you. It is here to wake you up, to remind you that you are stronger than you think, that life is not happening to you. You exist to grow, to expand, to love, to experience the full depths of what it means to be alive. Think of someone who inspires you, not because of what they have, but because of who they are. Maybe it's a single mother working 3 jobs to give her children a better future. Maybe it's a person who overcame impossible odds, who turned pain into power, who found light in the darkest of places. That is purpose. Purpose is not what you do, it's how you live. So ask yourself, if today was my last day, would I be proud of how I lived? The real purpose of life is simple: to be here, to be fully awake, to love deeply, to give fearlessly, to leave this world a little better than you found it. So don't wait. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity. The time is now, because in the end, it won't matter how much money you made, how many followers you had, or what titles you held. What will matter is how much love you gave, how much light you shared, and how fully you lived while you were here. Wake up. Your life is waiting. Most people spend their lives searching for meaning in the external world. They believe that once they achieve success, once they make more money, once they find the right partner, or once they gain recognition, then finally they will be fulfilled. But this is the great illusion. The mind tells us that happiness is always somewhere out there, just beyond our reach. It whispers, once you get there, then you will be at peace. But have you noticed, every time you achieve a goal, the satisfaction is fleeting. The mind quickly replaces it with a new desire, a new pursuit, a new problem, and so the cycle continues. This is why so many people, even those who have everything society tells us we need to be happy, still feel empty inside. They climb the mountain of success only to realize that the peak was an illusion. They have everything, yet something is missing. That something is being, presence, awareness. The realization that nothing outside of you can give you what you are seeking. True purpose is not found in things. It is not found in titles, possessions, or accomplishments. It is not something you chase. It is something you wake up to. Think about a newborn baby. The baby does not worry about the future. It does not measure its worth by achievements. It simply is, fully present, fully alive, fully at peace. But as we grow, we are taught to identify with the external. We are conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to what we do, how much we have, and how others perceive us. We become trapped in the mind's endless search for more. But what happens when you stop? When you step out of the noise of the world even for a moment? When you simply sit in stillness, without chasing, without striving, without needing anything to be different. Most people go through life asleep, not in the physical sense, but in the deeper sense of being unaware, lost in the mind's endless stream of thoughts, distractions, and worries. They live in a state of autopilot, reacting to life rather than truly experiencing it. But what if the real purpose of life is not to chase after things, not to achieve some future goal, but to simply wake up? What does it mean to awaken? It means to recognize the illusion of the mind, the constant need for more, the attachment to the past, the fear of the future, and to step into a deeper awareness of the present moment. Awakening is not about adding anything to yourself. It is about removing everything that is not you. For most of your life, you have been conditioned to believe that you are your thoughts, your emotions, your story. But who are you beyond the story? Who are you when the noise of the mind fades into silence? This is the question that leads to true awakening. Consider how most people live, rushing from one thing to the next, always searching, always striving. They say, I'll be happy when they get the job, when they find the perfect relationship, when they reach a certain level of success. But have you noticed? The moment they achieve one goal, the mind immediately replaces it with another. And so the cycle never ends. This is because the mind is never satisfied. It lives in a constant state of lack, always looking to the future for fulfillment, never realizing that fulfillment is only found now. To awaken is to step out of this illusion, to see that you are not your thoughts. You are not the voice in your head that tells you that you are not enough, that you need to prove yourself, that you must do more, have more, become more. You are something deeper. Think about a time when you felt completely at peace. Maybe it was sitting by the ocean, watching a sunset, or holding a loved one in a moment of stillness. In those moments, your mind was quiet. There was no need to chase anything. You were simply there, fully present, fully alive. That is what awakening feels like. Life is not happening to you, it is happening through you. Every experience, every challenge, every moment of joy or pain is an opportunity to wake up, to step beyond fear, to become fully conscious. Imagine a seed buried deep in the earth. It is dark, it is confined, but that pressure, that discomfort is not there to destroy the seed, it is there to transform it. Without resistance, without struggle, the seed would never break open. It would never reach the sunlight. The same is true for you. Every challenge in your life is a doorway to growth, a call to step beyond fear, to expand, to awaken. Think about a time in your life when you faced something difficult, a heartbreak, a failure, a loss. In the moment, it may have felt unbearable. The mind may have told you, this is the end. But now, looking back, can you see how that experience shaped you, how it forced you to grow in ways you never would have otherwise? Life does not always give you what you want, but it always gives you what you need for your evolution. But most people do not see this. They remain trapped in resistance, caught in a cycle of blaming life, blaming others, blaming themselves. They ask, why is this happening to me? But the real question is, what is this trying to teach me? Pain is not here to punish you. It is here to wake you up, to make you conscious, to show you where you are still attached, still afraid, still asleep. The greatest teachers in life are not comfort and ease. They are struggle, loss, and uncertainty. Because these moments strip away the illusions of control, of ego, of identity. They force you to look within, to find a strength beyond the mind, beyond the story you have told yourself. Imagine a person who has never faced a challenge, who has never struggled. They may live in comfort, but have they truly lived? Have they discovered who they really are beneath the surface of security and predictability? Growth is uncomfortable. Awakening is uncomfortable. But so is staying asleep. So is resisting change. So is living a life ruled by fear. So when life challenges you, do not ask for the challenge to disappear. Ask for the wisdom to see it, to embrace it, to allow it to shape you into something greater than you were before. Because in the end, it is not the easy moments that defined you. It is the moments that tested you, broke you open, and revealed the infinite strength that was within you all along. In today's world, we are taught that doing is everything, that our worth is measured by how much we accomplish, how busy we are, how many tasks we check off our list. We live in a culture that glorifies productivity, where rest is seen as laziness, where stillness is seen as wasted time. But what if the most valuable thing you could do is not to do more, but to be more? Most people wake up and immediately step into doing. Their minds are already racing before their feet touch the floor. Emails to check, deadlines to meet, goals to chase, and without realizing it, they are trapped in a cycle of endless striving, always moving but never arriving. But have you ever noticed that no matter how much you accomplish, the feeling of satisfaction never lasts? That no matter how much you do, it's never enough? This is because the mind is always projecting fulfillment into the future. It tells you that once you get there, once you finish that project, once you hit that goal, once you have more money, more recognition, more success, then you will be at peace. But the future never comes. The moment you arrive, the mind moves the finish line. And so you spend your entire life chasing something that can only be found here, now, in this moment. Presence is the one thing that productivity cannot give you. And yet, presence is the only place where life actually exists. Think about a time when you felt truly alive. Maybe it was standing in nature, feeling the wind on your skin, the sun on your face. Maybe it was laughing with someone you love, or simply sitting in silence with nothing to do and nowhere to be. In those moments, your mind was not racing. You were not thinking about the past or worrying about the future. You were here. And in that stillness, you touch something deeper, a peace that exists beyond all external achievement. This is what most people are missing. They are so busy living for tomorrow that they forget to live today. They are so caught up in what needs to be done that they miss the simple beauty of being alive. Productivity is not wrong. Ambition is not wrong. But when you believe that your worth is tied to what you accomplish, you become a slave to the mind's endless hunger for more. Real success is not about how much you do, it is about how present you are while doing it. You can spend your entire life achieving and still feel empty. Or you can bring full awareness, full presence to whatever is in front of you, even the simplest task, and find deep fulfillment now. So stop, breathe, feel the aliveness within you, because life is not happening in the future. It is not waiting for you at the end of your to-do list. Life is happening now, and the greatest gift you can give yourself is to wake up and truly live it. At the core of every human being, beneath the desires, the fears, the ambitions, there is one fundamental truth. We long to love and to be loved, not the conditional love based on expectations or needs, but something deeper, the love that flows freely when we are fully present, when we are not lost in the mind's endless seeking. Most people spend their lives chasing things they believe will bring them happiness, success, wealth, recognition. They think, if I achieve enough, if I acquire enough, then I will feel whole. But have you ever noticed that the greatest fulfillment does not come from what you get, but from what you give? Think about the moments when you felt the most alive. Were they the times when you received something, or were they the times when you gave love, when you helped someone, when you made a real difference in someone's life? There is something within us that awakens when we give from a place of pure presence, without expecting anything in return. This is because love is not something you need to earn. It is not something outside of you that you must chase. It is what you are. But the mind creates barriers to love. It says, I will give love when I am loved first, or I will be kind when others deserve it. It holds back, waiting for permission. But love is not something to be measured, to be controlled. It is something to be allowed. It flows effortlessly when the walls of fear, doubt, and ego are removed. And love is not only expressed in relationships, it is in how you move through the world. It is in your presence. It is in the energy you bring into a room, the kindness you show to a stranger, the way you listen, the way you offer yourself to the world, not because you have to, but because it is your natural state. True purpose is not found in self-centered pursuit. It is found in connection, in knowing that your presence here is not just for you, it is for the world. That every small act of kindness, every moment of presence, every time you bring love where there was fear, you are fulfilling your highest purpose. Most people do not truly live. They exist. They follow routines. They play it safe. They avoid discomfort. And at the root of it all, beneath hesitation, beneath doubt, beneath every excuse, is one thing: fear. Fear is the silent force that shapes so many lives. It keeps you stuck in situations that no longer serve you. It convinces you that you are not ready, not worthy, not capable. It whispers, what if you fail? And what if they judge you? It creates endless stories in the mind, all designed to keep you from stepping into the unknown. But have you ever stopped to ask, what am I really afraid of? Most people are not afraid of failure itself. They are afraid of how failure will make them feel. They are not afraid of rejection. They are afraid of feeling unworthy. They are not afraid of change. They are afraid of uncertainty. But here is the truth. The feelings you fear are only temporary. The regret of never trying, never living fully, never taking the leap, that is what lasts. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a vast ocean. You have spent your entire life on the shore, watching the waves, wondering what it would be like to swim. Fear tells you that the water is dangerous, that you might sink, that it is safer to stay where you are. And so year after year, you watch, you wait, you convince yourself that one day you will be ready. But life does not wait. There comes a moment when you must decide. Do you let fear dictate your life, or do you step into the unknown? Because the truth is, the fear itself is an illusion. The moment you face it, the moment you move toward it, you see that it was never as powerful as your mind made it seem. Think about the greatest experiences of your life, the moments that changed you, that opened you, that made you feel truly alive. Were they the moments when you played it safe? Or were they the moments when you took a risk, when you followed your heart despite the fear? Everything you seek, love, purpose, growth, exists beyond your comfort zone. Fear will always be there, but it does not have to control you. You can acknowledge it, feel it, and still move forward. So ask yourself, what would I do if fear did not exist? What would I say? Who would I become? Because in the end, it is not the mistakes you will remember. It is the moments you were brave enough to truly live. And life is waiting for you. Not in the future, not when you are ready, but right now. Most people spend their entire life searching for meaning, for happiness, for success. They believe that one day in the future they will finally arrive. They say, when I have the perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect life, then I will be happy. But have you ever noticed that the future never comes? That no matter how much you achieve, the mind always wants more. This is the great illusion. The belief that life's purpose exists somewhere else, just beyond your reach. But the truth is, life is not something to be chased. It is not waiting for you in the future. It is here now, in this very moment. The real purpose of life is not about what you accomplish or what you accumulate. It is about how fully present you are. It is about how deeply you experience each moment. Because the only time you ever truly have is now. But most people are not living, they are merely existing. They are caught in the mind's endless stream of thoughts, worries, and distractions. They replay the past, they anticipate the future, and in doing so, they miss the only thing that is real, this moment. Think about the times in your life when you felt most alive. Maybe it was standing at the edge of the ocean, feeling the vastness of existence. Maybe it was laughing with someone you love, lost in the moment. Maybe it was simply sitting in silence, feeling a deep sense of peace. In those moments, your mind was quiet. You were not thinking about the next thing. You were not lost in the past. You were simply here. This is what life is meant to be, not a constant chase, not an endless pursuit, but a deep, rich experience of being fully awake in each moment. So ask yourself, what would I do if fear did not exist? What would I say? Who would I become? Because in the end, it is not the mistakes you will remember. It is the moments you were brave enough to truly live. And life is waiting for you, not in the future, not when you are ready, but right now. Most people spend their entire lives searching for meaning, for happiness, for success. They believe that one day in the future they will finally arrive. They say, when I have the perfect job, the perfect relationship, the perfect life, then I will be happy. But have you ever noticed that the future never comes? That no matter how much you achieve, the mind always wants more? This is the great illusion, the belief that life's purpose exists somewhere else, just beyond your reach. But the truth is, life is not something to be chased. It is not waiting for you in the future. It is here now, in this very moment. The real purpose of life is not about what you accomplish or what you accumulate. It is about how fully present you are. It is about how deeply you experience each moment, because the only time you ever truly have is now. But most people are not living. They are merely existing. They are caught in the mind's endless stream of thoughts, worries, and distractions. They replay the past. They anticipate the future. And in doing so, they miss the only thing that is real, this moment. Think about the times in your life when you felt most alive. Maybe it was standing at the edge of the ocean, feeling the vastness of existence. Maybe it was laughing with someone you love, lost in the moment. Maybe it was simply sitting in silence, feeling a deep sense of peace. In those moments, your mind was quiet. You were not thinking about the next thing. You were not lost in the past. You were simply here. This is what life is meant to be, not a constant chase, not an endless pursuit, but a deep, rich experience of being fully awake in each moment. But the mind resists this. It tells you that you must achieve more, that you must become someone, that you are not enough as you are. This is the great lie. You are already whole. You do not need to do anything to be worthy of life. You are already life itself. When you understand this, everything changes. You stop waiting for happiness. You stop postponing peace. You realize that everything you have been searching for is already here, not in the next goal, not in the next achievement, but in this breath, this moment, this now. So what does it mean to truly live? It means to be present, to bring your full awareness into whatever you are doing. Whether you are walking, working, speaking, or simply sitting in silence, life is always inviting you to wake up, to see the beauty in the ordinary, to realize that this moment is the miracle you have been searching for.